Hello, this is Pastor Jay, and this is a story of wisdom today. There's this village, this isolated village, and they had never seen an elephant. Can you imagine that? And the elephant was in the village, and everybody came to see what an elephant was, because this was foreign to them. And two young men saw the elephant, and as they were walking past, these three wise blind men that would sit and commune every day, the wise men said, "What are you talking about?" And they said, "There's an elephant in the village." And they were puzzled. The blind men were puzzled. The wise men didn't have a clue what this was because there had never been an elephant in the village. And they said, "You must take us to this elephant so we must see what this elephant is." And the young men said, "Sure, we'll take you." And they took the blind man to the elephant. And the blind man said, "We'll figure it out from here." And as the young men stood back and watched, the first man walked up to the elephant's ear and felt the wind from the fan that it made and said, "This must be a fan. I know what a fan feels like. This must be a fan." So an elephant is a fan. And the next blind man walked over to the trunk, and it was mighty and strong and round. And they said, "This must be a fire hose. Unlike any fire hose that I've ever seen, but this must be a fire hose," because he felt the water coming out from the end. The next blind man walked over and grabbed the tusks and said, "This is as strong as iron. This must be some kind of bar that we can build with." The next blind man walked and grabbed the leg of the elephant and said, "The elephant must be a tree. I can feel its trunk. I know what a trunk feels like." And the last blind man grabbed the elephant's tail and said, "This is a rope. Toughly braided. It could probably pull anything." And as the wise men were sent back to the place where they communed, they all began to think and then discuss what an elephant was. The first one said, "The elephant is a fan." And the second one said, "No, no, 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 no. The elephant is a pipe." And the third one said, No, you both have it wrong. The elephant is a fire hose." And the other one said it was a trunk. And then the last one, of course, said it was a rope. And the young men said, "You are all wrong." And the blind men who were wise said, "How can we be wrong? Because we have identified what an elephant is." The young men said very graciously to them, You identified the elephant based upon your perspective. One of you grabbed each piece of this elephant and decided to give it a label and claim what it was based upon your limited knowledge. None of you kept going to see actually what it was. So you were limited in what you understood. But then you gave it as you have perceived it to be. And you were all wrong. The wise blind man said, "I was wrong. How am I wrong? I know what I felt. I know how I feel. I know what it was." And it showed them one thing. The young men discovered that if you only look at things from one perspective and label it, you may be truly blind. And even though you may be wise in what you believe, there's always the other side of the story. I want you to think about this. What can you learn from it? Are you like the blind man, the so-called wise men, who only look at things through the lens of their perspective? Or you're going to be like Jesus wanted us to be. Look at things circumspectly. Look at the bigger picture and consider others' views more significant than our own. Think about this. This is Pastor Jay. Peace. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Please subscribe and share. And I'll see you on the other side. Peace.